Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply. In this video is to bring you a closer look at the Kawneer number 133588. This is a strike used for the 1786 series exit devices for both a single door application and it can also be used in the mullion application, and the part number for the common mullion is the 133587. So when you purchase the strike, you're going to get the strike portion, and it all weighs about 0.28 pound. So there's the strike. You're going to get the adjusting plate that is ribbed on the side so that when you get that installed, you can, when you're tightening the screws, you can position that to give you the sort of lateral adjustment necessary to make your installation correct. And then of course a couple of screws will be included there as well, so it'll all go together and basically look like that. Okay. However, there's a mystery piece, and it's not really a mystery, although it might be if you are using the mullion application, is this strike plate or rub plate or scar plate is what it is. Just a very thin piece of, I'm pretty sure this is stainless. Yeah, definitely. And what this is used for is, and it will include these small little rivets that are here. You will drill holes and you will just, with a nail set, you'll pound that head in so the inside of the rivet will explode or open up, erupt on the inside of the aluminum frame. So where you would use the scar plate or the rub plate would be, you wouldn't use it with the mullion. Let's switch to the screen view so that we can take a look and see where we would use this at. Okay, so here's the item that we're looking at. And let's illustrate what this is, what this plate is actually used for. Now, in a hollow metal door and frame, you wouldn't really be using it at all. Here would be a typical hollow metal frame, and you're going to install your strike, right on here, your roller latch. Then, of course, your strike, is kind of going to look like this, right? Your exit device. Now, that's because you've got this, what would be typically a 5/8 of an inch dimension. It can be different, but standard is going to be 5/8. Okay? When that latch is, when you hit the device and leave, the latch will project back out, but it doesn't come so far enough as to hit the rabbet of the frame as the door opens and closes. However, when you have a blade stop application on your frame, what you really have is this. Well, actually, it's going to look more like that. Okay. However, an aluminum frame is. I'm not an expert with their profiles. But what you'll do is you'll notch the blade stop area, and that strike is going to be ultimately mounted in this area so that there is no offset at all to where the door positions otherwise. So what happens is, and I drew that strike backwards earlier, it's really shaped like, curved like this. Your strike is going to absolutely make contact with the rabbet. Now, to really illustrate this solidly, I do have an image of what it looks like right here, and that's what it is meant to do. Okay, prevent that strike from rubbing on the frame, because this is a blade stop, and that strike is mounted right to the rabbet. If you didn't have that blade stop, this would be an otherwise cased opening frame. Okay, since we've got the screen view going, and when we switch back to the camera view, we'll take some basic dimensional properties. Link to the manufacturer's page is here, and on that page is where we're going to store as the repository page of all of the encyclopedic documents, the architectural hardware catalog, service parts catalog, encyclopedic documents, all of the Kawneer products that we sell. I'll link to the manufacturer's website as well. Okay, let's switch back to the screen view and take some dimensions and wrap up this video. Now to finish up this video, let's take some basic dimensional properties. Overall height of the strike, about 1 3/4 inches. Overall depth, about 1 13/16 inches. That adjusting plate, not much to really say about that, but just to give you an idea. Overall height, about 1 1/4 inches. Overall width, about 7/16. The scar rub or strike plate, that height, about 1 13/16 inches. Its overall width, about 2 inches. Obviously, you might trim that. I doubt you're going to have to, because 4 9/16, 4 13/16, whatever the typical jam depth is for aluminum. It's probably about 4 13 would be my guess. And then you have that package of rivets. Okay, I'm partial to Kawneer. You know, I'm not necessarily partial to their products. They're very good. They are not unique in the sense of them having very good products. Many people have very good products. However, what they have that not everyone has, others do, but not everyone does, is exceptional technical support. I was initially stymied as to why that rub plate would be included in this strike, because I specified the strike for a mullion application. And I thought to myself, well, that would work if you had a deep inset on your frame. Yes, a blade stop application. Turns out that they're going to include that regardless of single door or mullion application. So I was suspect of why it was included, to the point where I called the factory and said, I'm confused. Why is this included? Well, turns out it's always included. But the point of the matter is, the gal that I spoke to at their service center in Illinois answered the phone. Technical support, great. What can I help you with? Here's the part number. I'm confused by this or that. And the rep asked if it was the adjusting plate. And I says, no, I know what role that plays. And she said, well, email me a photograph, which I did. She then left her desk, went out to the shop, and pulled an installer, or a fabricator, I should say, who gave that person the proper full answer, who then went back and emailed to her desk and emailed me the full answer, and even included that photograph that I showed you earlier about the application. That's why I'm partial to Kawneer, because of that exceptional technical support. I get that sort of response every time I come in contact directly or indirectly with the factory. If you have any questions on their 133588 strike for the 1786 device or any other Kawneer product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.